Hey, Wonderhussy here, still tooling around snowy, wintry northern Nevada. I figure since I'm up here, I might as well hit as many interesting locations as I can to maximize my fuel economy. So I only get 17 miles per gallon in my trusty steed. So while I'm up here, I thought I would hit up a tourist attraction that I've been to a few times before. It's right off the side of the interstate, but I get the feeling a lot of people just blow on past it and don't take the time to stop. But never fear, I'm here to stop for you. I still have about 20 minutes of daylight, so I should be able to bang this out before it gets too dark and creepy. This is a place called the Thunder Mountain Indian Monument. You can see here they got a wise old Indian chief in a war bonnet. They ask for a $2 minimum donation per group to help cover some of the costs. Although costs, I'm not really sure what kind of costs they have here because as far as I can tell, they don't really do much to maintain this place. Okay, so basically this is just a spooky, creepy, mostly abandoned old, I guess, religious shrine, you could call it. So from what I was able to read online, apparently this place was built by a World War II veteran from Oklahoma named Frank VanZant. I guess he got pretty badly burned up in World War II and had some kind of religious epiphany and decided he actually identified as a Creek Indian. So he started going by the name Rolling Mountain Thunder. I don't know, he just decided that was his real name and he had a real affinity for Native American peoples and decided to identify as one of them. You know, who wouldn't want to identify as a Native American? It's a noble race of people. Anyway, not only did he decide to identify as Creek Indian and change his name, but I think he also became convinced that the apocalypse was near and he needed to prepare some kind of doomsday bunker or place to ride it out. So some say he specifically chose this site. It's near a town called Imlay, Nevada. Others say his truck probably just broke down here and so he decided to stay here and build his doomsday masterpiece here. Whatever the case is, he built it here. It's now right off of the side of I-80 and it is an awesome place to stop and get out of your car and stretch your legs. As long as you're not creeped out by weird art. Okay, the main sort of building, I guess, is all fenced off with a lot of no trespassing signs. And I think there might actually be caretakers on site keeping an eye on this place. But we can look around the perimeter and get a pretty good eyeful just from looking through the fence. I mean, look at this place. It's a trip. I guess he started building this in 1969. And at one time there was some kind of, I guess, like hostel or bunkhouse where he invited any sort of traveling hippies to come stay. So I don't know if he was a counterculture guy himself or if, I guess back in the 60s, 70s, hippies and spiritualists and New Agers were all kind of ran in the same circles. But the hostel or the bunkhouse isn't here anymore. I guess there was a big fire here in 1983 and a bunch of it burned down, unfortunately. And it was especially unfortunate because 1983 was the year that this guy Frank VanZant, aka Rolling Mountain Thunder, finally got some recognition, and I think he was named the official Nevada Artist of the Year that year. Then this fire happened, and it was due to arson. I'm not really sure what the details of it were, but the place half burned down, and then 6 years later, in 1989, poor Frank VanZant committed suicide. So he sounded like he had a pretty troubled life, and even building this awesome, creepy masterpiece out in the desert didn't help. Okay, so aside from the main creepy structure, there's also some really freaky outbuildings strewn about the property. Look at this. I mean, this is pretty cool because look at this bottle wall. I mean, somebody spent a lot of time making this wall. That's pretty cool. I think we can go in here. Let's see. It's pretty creepy. I'm not sure we want to, but... oh man, I don't know. Maybe not. It's all fenced off. I don't know if there was like a farm here at one time, if these were like livestock pens made out of random old stuff or what, but I mean, it looked like there was people living here at one point, because look at all these sliding glass doors for a house. And then look at this really cool old truck. Wow, looks like it was U.S. Air Force Medical Service. Holy cow, let's look at the front. Oh wow, it was an old ambulance. How cool is that? Oh yeah, here it tells you it was an M43 ambulance. 3/4 ton, 4-wheel drive Dodge. Huh, used in the Korean War. Interesting. In the back. Wow, I mean, it's got tarps and stuff in it now, but you can see the original storage benches still in it. That's pretty cool. And then look at this outhouse. Oh man. Ladies' powder room. Ooh, sounds fancy. Let's see. Very fancy, but I don't see any powder. Okay, this trailer here says private area keep out. I'm not sure if anybody actually lives here or what, but I did read online where supposedly his kids kind of look after this place. And there is a newer RV parked back there. I don't know if you can see, and there's some newer cars. So I think there might actually be caretakers on site. So. Oh, look, here's the outdoor kitchen for that trailer setup. Well, that's rustic living. Cool, though. I mean, it's beautiful out here. Look at this. It'd be a great place to live. The only downside is all the road noise because you're right at the side of I-80. Look at this. There's 2 wagons, the left side wagon and the right side wagon. So on the left, we're going to see a typical pull wagon. On the right here, this was a well drilling derrick. So you can pause and read all the information here if you want, but I'm just going to go look at the wagons. There's the one that was used for the derrick. Holy cow, that thing is beyond busted. And then look at this. This is the pull wagon. Wow, that's pretty cool. You can actually still see quite a bit of it. And then look in front of it. This old washing machine. Wow. It's one of those old ones with the ringer. Oh man, those were the days. Oh wow, look what it says here. I don't know if you can read it. It's really faint, but it's an underground sweat lodge. The sweat lodge was built in the early 1970s and it was destroyed in 1983 by the fire. The entrance was located between these 2 upright railroad ties. Oh man, what a bummer. They lost the sweat lodge in the fire. Man, I love a good sweat lodge. Okay, actually I've never been to a sweat lodge, but I love saunas and steam rooms, and I love spirituals, Native American stuff, so I have a feeling I would really enjoy an authentic Native American sweat lodge. I know people who have done them, and it's supposed to be a really intense experience. Like, they do not let up on you. So one of these days I'm gonna have to do a sweat lodge, but unfortunately I won't be able to do it here at Thunder Mountain. Okay, here's the back side of that creepy main building. This is a trip. It almost looks like a castle, you know, made out of bones and driftwood and all kind of creepy odds and ends. Look at that archway. That is a trip with that ladder way up there. Yikes. Man, I sure do wish I could get inside this building. I bet it's amazing in there. Man, look at this creepy statue. Standing guard over the old Thunder Mountain Lodge. There's all kinds of creepy artwork here. I think there used to be a bunch of like baby doll heads stuck on the fence posts. Unfortunately, I think some hater vandals came and took them, which I don't understand why you would do something like that, especially because look, this is a state historic site. It actually got historic designation. Like, leave this stuff alone, people. Come on. Look at that little tiny TV all shot out sitting there. Oh man, there's just so much weird stuff everywhere here. I don't know how many years this guy spent collecting this stuff, but it was like his life's work, I'm gonna say. Okay, here's the front of the building, and oh my god, it's just amazing in so many ways. Just drives me nuts that those baby doll heads are gone. I think there used to be baby doll heads stuck like right up here on the front. Oh wait, look, there's one of them, look. Oh my god, it's so creepy. Yikes. I feel like the first time I came here was like maybe 2-3 years ago with my sister. And then I was here about a year ago with my friend Jessica. And I'm almost positive there was more than one baby doll head, even as recently as a year ago. So if you're watching this, whoever you are, vandal, I have something very nasty to say to you, but I'm just gonna think it, because if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. Okay, and then there's a super creepy, I don't know if it's supposed to be like an Indian pulling another Indian, but it's the base of this creepy flagpole. See if we can peek in any windows in this building. Look at this building, man. Same kind of construction, very rough hewn stone, cemented together, bottles stuck in it, real funky windows. Pretty sure this is locked up pretty tight, but well, you never know. Let's see. Maybe we can at least look in one of the windows. And the glass is super thick, so I'm gonna guess it'll really be distorted, but let's see. Is there anything in there? Looks just like a storage room anyways. Man, bummer. This place was probably pretty interesting inside, but can't get in. And then look at this cool wall they made using this old car. It's just cemented right into the wall. Look at that. What a beaut. Oh, wow. Look at this old motorcycle. Isn't that what that is? Or like an old dirt bike? Wow. We just laying here rusting away at the old Thunder Mountain Monument. See, that's the Winnebago, and there's an R-Pod and a couple of newer cars over there, so it looks to me like people are still kind of keeping an eye on this place. Not that I would vandalize it anyways. But anyways, it's getting pretty dark. We're running out of light, and this place is just plain creepy. So I think I'm gonna head on out of here. Oh man. Besides that, my hands are so cold I can hardly move them from using them to film this video. I need to get in my car. I need to turn on the heater. I need to figure out where I'm going to sleep tonight because it's so cold I don't even know if I want to camp in my car. And figure out where I'll go for my next adventure tomorrow.